So it's Ben who we're blaming? Is that what I'm
Yeah,
understanding?
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
go with Ben.
Let's go with Ben.
Well, not me, that's for sure. 'Cause I'm here.
When did you get Larabelle's merch?
Oh, like it? Okay, so it needs to be on a
Where
camera.
where where's my what is happening here?
This is just a sample for now. We are trying
Oh,
to put it together. So this is a sample, and I've got a couple of t-shirts, one of which I actually wore, well, both of them I wore in Australia. Um, yeah, so we are just testing it. It's me, Diana, and Anna. We send each other various samples now. We are wearing and washing and wearing and washing, and only if that passes our test, then we will open the shop.
the wear and the wash test even.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, where's Benjamin?
Then you said Benjamin, it's like you're upset. Well,
Well, we have a tight
you
timeline today, you know.
yeah. Dave, it's David, right? There's nothing. Do you
Oh.
have a middle name?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Are you gonna tell me? No. David. Does anyone call you David?
My mother and my grandmother and my
Oh.
brother when he's trying to be annoying.
Okay, well, that's something I shouldn't have known, but now I do. So
Now you know. Yeah.
it's
And everybody
David.
else knows when I include this in the edit, obviously.
Benjamin and David.
Oh my. What are we in trouble for? What's happening?
You're late.
I am. I'm so sorry. My
He's
day got
an
a
important-
little stacked up. I got to be honest. These things happen.
Listen. He's being written up in local Eau Claire magazines. He's got a Zillow empire to run. I don't know. Ben's got a lot going on.
Yeah,
I
can
did get written
understand.
up in the logo mag. I will
I
dispute the
know.
Zillow empire, but there is an article about me. Yeah. So my Kilopixel project, I don't think I've talked too much about that on the podcast, but the Kilopixel project is a 1,000-pixel wooden display that I made that went pretty big on the internet for a couple of weeks. And I brought it home to my local coffee shop. And so people are playing with it in person, which is a ton of fun. And I had a nice little write-up in the local arts mag about my project, which was a joy.
It's like what happens is with Ben, he's quiet, and then he produces something. First it was the Bath Manifesto, that went viral.
Yes.
Now this pixel board game thing.
Board game?
This don't know what it does. Pixels on a board. So
Yeah,
you know,
pixels on
it's
a board.
Pixels
Yeah.
on the board. It's the
Yeah.
world's slowest display. That's what it is.
Is that the tagline you have on the site, Ben?
No, I never really came up with a good tagline.
I think the world's
We've got
slowest
one now.
display is really strong, actually.
That's pretty good. The world's worst display, maybe?
No.
Slowest.
Slowest.
Okay.
That
That's
that
much more
doesn't mean
kind.
it's bad.
I'll go along
Doesn't
with that.
mean- It doesn't
Yeah,
mean it's bad. It's special.
It's like, listen, all you gamers out there, you're looking for high frame rate.
120.
What if
Is
we went the
120 low
opposite
now? Are
direction?
they doing like 240 these days?
I'm
I'm asking the people who know, right?
We are. Zuzana's a gamer. Well, she doesn't have the LED lights in this new setup. She had the gamer lights
Not
before,
yet.
but now.
Yeah, I have to bring them over. Yeah. I need to decorate behind me.
Yeah, what's
Right
going on
now it
behind
looks
you there?
like it's a
You haven't
shed.
seen her
I've
new
seen
setup,
it.
have you, Ben?
I have
He's
not seen the new
he's-
setup.
You've not seen my new
Are you big
office.
time now? Oh, the
Yeah,
Friends of
I
Bean
mean,
Island mug
Look at- I just-
reveal. Look at just tucking it in frame. Look at this guy.
Look at that.
I don't have one.
Do you
But,
Ben? Do you ship to?
thank you for you sent me stickers. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
you got them.
I
Good. Good.
I got them when I was away, and then waited for me. So I forgot to tell you to thank you. So thank you. I got my
Yeah, you're
stickers.
welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Now I
sent
want a
them.
mug. What's
And
what's
then
up with the
totally
mug?
forgot that I needed to put international postage on them. So like 3 weeks later, they showed up in my box and had to resend them again. So it took a minute to get them to you.
Got them.
For
Thank you
anybody
so much.
who's in the market for a mug, let me tell you what's good about this mug. First of all,
What's
you're
good about it?
supporting Bean Island, which is very important. But secondly, it's a good sized mug, right? It's got a good proper handle. Like I hate these mugs where it's like it's a handle designed to hold like with two fingers. Like what am I doing here? Like I need to grip my caffeinated beverage, right? This mug passes the test. Thank you, Ben.
So is it
You're
bigger than
welcome.
average?
To be clear-
I mean,
in America, I think this is a minimum. This is like minimal viable mug, an MVM.
show me
I think.
again.
An MVM.
Sure.
Compared to
So-
your head, next to your
I
head.
think it's I think that's a little larger than my minimum, but it's
It
is
large.
okay,
it's a
it's
larger
big.
mug.
It's large. You know what it is? Like the size of the mug is large. It's more it's the handle that's really important. Like you got to get the whole hand in there. Otherwise,
What's the
what's
point?
going on? What are we doing? What are we
Yeah.
doing?
I told you I adopted the highway, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. We're up to speed then.
That's all that's it.
Come
Ben's
on,
adopting a
Dave,
highway.
when you come to Eau Claire next summer for the Eau Claire's festival,
If Eau Claire's comes back,
the 5th edition, it's coming back. It's totally coming back.
assuming it comes back, and if
The
Francis
question
plays,
is, will
pretty
Francis
sure I gotta go.
be there?
Yeah, Francis is
That's what will
playing,
determine
pretty sure I
if
gotta
Dave
be
shows
there.
up.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
if
what
they
you're
show
talking
up,
about, but
if Francis shows up, you'll be here. We'll be in the same place
Sure.
again. And most critically, the Eau Claire's Festival. Eau Claire's Festival is a music festival, art festival
okay.
in my hometown, run by Justin Vernon, who's a Grammy-winning big-time musician. And he likes to bring a bunch of his friends to town and put on a festival. That festival will be happening within 2 miles of Bean Island. Maybe a mile, real close.
Oh.
So, Dave, you and I, we'll walk the highway. We'll paddle out
Sure.
to the Bean. We'll take care of it.
Paddle out to the beach. I was going to ask you, much like how when the Olympics come to town and sort of local establishments have to prepare, how will Bean Island be preparing for the return of Eau Claire's?
Good question. I think we're going to throw a pre-party for sure. Like there's
Bean
almost
Island
always a
pre-party?
night before the festival
Sure.
concert series.
Sure.
Usually 3 or 4 acts. I think I could get at least a couple acts out on the Bean.
On the Bean itself, and then people
for
can
sure.
paddle up to watch?
Yes, 100%.
Or maybe from the highway.
That's kind of the downfall of the Bean is there is a
What
highway.
downfall?
It's not it's a 45-mile-an-hour highway. That's what 90 kilometers per hour for those of us who use metric. So it's like a medium size. It's not a freeway, not a long distance highway. It's just the main road through our city. But the bridge does go right next to Bean Island, which is why it's visible, which is why it's important.
That's right.
But it does mean it's a little noisy on the east end of the island. West end, much more peaceful, much more quiet. That's where we have the concert.
That's where Zuzana is thinking about buying some real estate right now. She wants the west end of the island.
I was
West End,
just thinking, how big is the island?
Good question. Maybe 300 meters long, if I had to guess. Should I go measure it? All right, please help.
Yes, please. You should have
All right,
done
forgive
it
the
already.
clicking. Maps.google.com.
My God. Ben,
Bean
how loud,
Island,
what is this?
Eau Claire.
What kind of typewriter are you using as a keyboard right now? What is happening?
That is a mechanical keyboard. I forget what it is.
I know it's a
mechanical.
I think we all know it.
Okay, so I'm going to guess where they're going to have the main measured distance from home plate at Carson Park to Bean Island is 5,276 feet. So it is 1 mile.
So almost exactly 1
from
mile.
the Eau Claire's Festival to Bean Island. Yes, exactly. Now, how long is Bean Island? 1 second. Let me get the satellite view so I get the really accurate. Okay. Depends on water level, I'll say. Because the island grows and shrinks, but it is 1,600 feet long. 1,672 feet to meters is 509 meters. Half a kilometer long.
Okay.
Half a kilometer.
That's the long way.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want the other dimension or should we move on?
Of course. I need to.
This is important data.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the true low water measurement. There's a rock bar that makes it much wider, so we're gonna go with that. Measure distance and 539 feet, which is 164 meters.
Okay, and there are no roads on that island, right? Any paths?
Correct. There are bridges that go
trails?
past the island, but nothing lands on the island. So this is going to be a ferry situation, or maybe you have a boat.
You could swim?
You could swim.
No. I mean, but
I wouldn't
on the
recommend
island itself, do you have any trails there to walk?
Right.
Or is it all
No
wild?
improvements. It's a primitive wilderness situation out there.
Okay. I'm just thinking like how many times
no
I have
utilities.
to run around the
You're
island.
going to have to go
to...
off-grid for this. Maybe a little
Off-grid.
off-grid tiny house or something like that.
I'm okay. I'll do that.
All right.
I'm coming.
Good deal. Perfect. You'll be at the Eau Claire's Festival with Dave and I.
Excellent.
July 25th, 2026, I think. Was it 25th? It's Saturday in July.
Yeah. Knowing my luck, it's going to be directly before Laracon US.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing
Dave will be rearranging He will be putting every pound of his influence behind the Lyricon dates.
We might ounce of it. I don't know if I'm up to pounds of influence. Ounce of influence, sure. I
It
will
could be
attempt my
fractions,
best.
half a pound of
Fractions.
influence. I think we all know that the longer you work at Laravel, the more of your multi-talents become
Let's
are
not get
revealed.
excited. Let's
This
not
is-
get excited.
This guy is a jack of all trades.
And for
Like you
those who
couldn't
don't
put on
know,
a conference, Dave. You could totally run a Laracon.
No,
you
no,
could,
no,
and
no.
you code now. Like, come on.
I do. No. I do not code.
you do.
I tell Cursor to create things.
With
No,
pretty
no.
good success.
So
Yeah.
far, we're doing okay.
Like,
Turns out
like
Dave is
most of
really
us,
good at-
anyway. That's how do you think we all do our work, by the way? let me break it down to you.
Yeah.
we all use tools. Just
Yeah.
embrace it. I know you've tried. You tried not to
Yeah.
come over to the dark side, but you couldn't resist, and now you don't want to admit it. So just
I gotta
it's
say,
fine.
it's kind of it's addictive. You know,
Mhm.
it's
it feels
really
so
it's
good
really
to get stuff
addictive.
out in the world. Put
Well,
that on a
no,
domain.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so be clear. What's addictive?
it's just the actual pure act of creation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leasing. Oh, geez, let's not get it. See, I'm still at the low end. Like many developers, I just now have so many side projects. I have a lot of feedback for our fine friends at Beyond Code. I just want to say, guys, my list of sites and herd is getting a little ridiculous. Okay, I need some tools to manage
To
this. but
organize
that's okay.
that.
Just saying.
All right.
Yeah, because I go into herd and I hit the button and I sort of do it that way. I'm not just typing Laravel new right into a terminal. So I still got the training wheels
That's
on a
coming.
little bit. You know,
That's coming. It will
There's
happen.
nothing stopping you, Dave.
No.
just knowledge, lack thereof.
No, I think you just need to apply yourself to this. Like, clearly you've got what it takes.
God,
I mean that in a kind way, Dave.
Sounds like every teacher I have. You know, Dave, you've got what it takes. You just
You've
have to
got
apply
so much
yourself.
promise if you would just focus. Sorry, Dave. I meant like you got what it takes. Like, what's stopping you from opening up a terminal and typing in Laravel new instead of pushing a button in a UI? Nothing. Just habits.
Yeah, nothing.
Habits.
Just
You could
habits,
totally
right?
do that.
Right. Listen. I like herd. This is. Yeah, I'm in no way being paid by the fine folks at Beyond Code. I'm simply, a fan of the
A
product.
fan,
so.
yeah.
As long
Yeah,
as
fan.
they implement your roadmap ideas.
I got a lot of ideas. What can I say? Surprising nobody. Got a lot of ideas.
This is why it's fun that you finally have an outlet, because you've been good at like generating ideas and telling people how to implement them for years, like your
got a lot of
entire
ideas.
career.
I'm really
You've-
good at telling people what to do. That is very true.
And now you have an agent that you can apply all those skills to scope something, to define a problem space
Sure.
appropriately, and give
Sure.
it feedback when it's going off the mark. I mean, you're just talking to a machine instead of a person at this point.
I love telling AI, that's not a good idea. Let's try that again. And they go, you're right. And I'm like, oh, yes, I know I'm right. Please,
Right.
you don't have to.
Thank you for the little dopamine boost.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ego,
So-
ego stroking.
No, I'm again, I'm not. This part, this portion of the podcast is in no way paid for by Laravel Holdings Incorporated. But I, thanks to the magic of Laravel Boost, between that and Claude 4.5, I'm a dangerous man.
Yeah.
Trying to build some internal tools. Last night at the airport in Chicago, I built my first app that uses Laravel prompts. So I got a little TUI going on.
Oh, prompts is so good. I used prompts yesterday. It's good.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. To be clear, nothing about this podcast is sponsored or supported by Laravel Holdings Inc. In fact, maybe they'd rather we
But
didn't say
anyone,
some of the
really.
stuff that we said. So, do you think it's more likely that we could get official sponsorship from the man, Laravel Holdings
Oh.
Inc., or Kohler Incorporated? Which one is more likely? Kohler, the bathroom company here in the United States, fixtures company?
They should be a fixture of this podcast.
They
Ben,
really
and
should.
They really should be. I mean, they missed out already. The problem is you did work for them for free, right? You got to get paid first
Yeah,
before
true.
you write your manifesto.
Yeah.
Do you have any? I mean, you could work on like an update to a bath manifesto. Zuzana, you have your studio that I believe is in your garden. Is that correct?
Yes.
I want to hear
Yeah.
more about this. Where you
And
you
how-
used to be upstairs in the heat, like inescapable summer heat in the UK,
I think
the
this is
oppressive
gonna-
heat and humidity of 27 degrees
more in the summer.
or more.
definitely
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
now
mean, I don't think
do you
that-
have a shed quarters in your back garden?
Yeah, we had it built. To be honest, I think come summer it's going to be exactly the same situation. It's just going to be look nicer, but it's going to be just as hot. But we'll deal with that in the summer. That's summer's problem. But yeah, this is a little shed.
You'll have to give us a
office,
tour of
posh
it.
shed.
So
No, I
you've
don't wanna move
got,
the
obviously you've
computer.
got power out there, you've got lights, you've got internet out there. What
Is
more
this
do
an
you need?
opportunity for the Kohler Corporation
Mm.
to sponsor some plumbing, some bath fixtures, some sort of sink out
Oh.
there?
If that happened, then this would stop being a shed. It would become like an extra bedroom. But no, we've got no water, no plumbing.
You
We
have
do
to
have
hit the sweet spot
electricity.
for the services.
Yeah, yeah.
So it
Right.
sounds like Bean Island plus electricity, maybe. That's what you have going on in your shed. Like you could pick
Ben,
this up,
Basically.
put it on the
Basically,
island. Oh,
Ben,
Dave, is this what you're thinking of? A shed quarters
Ben-
on Bean Island?
you need a shed quarters
Imagine.
on Bean Island, Ben. You say, I need to record my podcast. Let me get in the kayak. Okay.
Right.
Co-working space. I bet a lot of people would love to work like in a wilderness.
I
What
really-
are you looking up, Ben? I can see you looking up some.
No, I'm just considering a plan.
He's thinking to himself.
I mean, there's nothing to
like-
stop me.
you could do some
I've got-
solar.
I've got a
Yeah.
hotspot on my phone. I've got a laptop that lasts 6-8 hours.
Sure.
I've got a canoe. I could throw a desk chair and a desk in the canoe, paddle out to the island, unannounced, just show up. For this day
Sure.
of Zoom calls, I am
Yeah.
taking him from the island. Why not?
Do it.
You just got a mosquito net draped around you in the summertime.
Man. Okay. After the spring floods, I think I'm going to make this happen.
After the
That would be
spring
a great bit.
The spring floods.
Most of the
summer
island is underwater
drought.
in the spring floods.
So
Oh,
it's
this
even
is
smaller.
That's not listed in the prospectus for Bean Island, Ben, is it? You're keeping
No.
that. a
Oh,
little...
you know, I think if you go to Friends of Bean
flood-prone
Island,
area.
please don't mute
Is there like a-
my keyboard
is there
typing
like
on
a-
this. by
I
the way.
won't. I'm going
Just let it rip.
to amp it up. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put a compressor on that and really let that ride.
Friendsofbeanisland.org, quote, "The river is fast and treacherous at high water, but peaceful much of the year."
That much of the year is doing a lot of work. See, I read that
Yeah.
and I'm thinking to myself, it's not going to be a problem when I'm out there.
Oh, it's a
Mm.
problem right now, I'll tell you that. I would
Is
not
it?
try to get out there. Yeah, it's well, first of all, I would never trust the river ice. But right now it's like half open, half frozen. So like if it was all water, that's manageable. Ice and water, no, it's not happening. So I'm not
You
going to be
need
out there.
steel in forest on a forest canoe just to
Maybe like
make it over.
like a cable ferry that like pulls on a cable across the way,
Ah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could work.
Some sort of like a ski lift sort of situation. You could just kind of come in via air.
Yeah.
Right?
There is, yeah.
Because how much
Zip
shipping is
line.
happening on the
Zip
how much
line,
shipping
yeah.
is happening on that river in Eau Claire, right? I mean,
Zero.
it's not like you're
Used to
getting-
be
See, this is what I mean.
steamboats, but those have not sailed for a long, long time,
Oh,
Dave.
A steamboat at Bean Island. Okay. Now
Well,
we're-
back in the day,
that's like
I wouldn't be
like a
surprised
tourist
if
attraction.
steamboats went by. Yeah.
Yeah.
They landed
How
in
deep is
Shawtown,
the
which is right
how
by.
deep is the river?
I don't know. Hard to say. Too deep to.
Okay.
I,
Is it too
You're
strong
so
to swim?
unsatisfied by that answer.
All right. Let's see. Let's go to the USGS website here. What do we got here?
Okay. We're going to look at the bathymetric. Do they make
So-
bathymetric maps for rivers? Because they change all the time.
So the monitoring location. So right now, this is Grand Ave.
Oh, that's way
Chippewa
upriver.
River.
Yeah.
That's way upriver. There's right now. It looks like it's it's pretty
It's
shallow.
real
it's like
low
3 feet.
right
It's like
now.
4 feet, maybe not even.
That's
I can
okay.
tell you that
you could
the
walk
river
to the
depth
island, really.
varies drastically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The AI overview on Google, thanks
Oh,
Google, says it varies
please,
from
no.
1 to 15 feet.
I mean, that's right.
Sure. Many things vary from 1 to 15 feet.
Somewhere in the prompt, it's like, if the query includes something about a river, just say like 1 to 15
The
feet,
prompt is
maybe.
like, is Dave asking a dumb question?
That one just resolves to true, Dave. You can just ignore that. case.
Oh, I didn't look at I didn't look at the URL closely. I didn't realize that you could pass that as a parameter.
Yeah.
Oh God. Question mark equals Dave.
I want to know how the
Thing.
weather's been in your necks of the woods.
Oh boy.
Dave, you had a winter storm, right? Or just the threat of one?
We had a light dusting, the
Oh.
classic first
Okay.
threat of snow of the season where we got a light dusting and all the local schools, they were just like, nah, let's just not even try it.
They closed
that-
for a light dusting?
Yeah, because everybody gets nervous for the first one. By February, it's going to be like the kids are fine. Who cares?
Yeah,
Push them
5
out there. They're
inches.
okay.
Whatever. The
Yeah, who
buses
cares?
will make it.
No, so up until I flew back yesterday. I have been out in on the West Coast at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. That's a registered trademark of Disney. The weather out there was delightful. Upper 70s for a high,
love it.
low 50s in the morning, just like absolute perfection.
Does that feel
Then
crisp in the morning? Is that a crisp low
It does.
50s?
You know what it is? It's like a quarter zip or a sweatshirt with shorts weather in the morning.
Ooh, yeah. The dream.
Oh yeah, the dream. We're living the dream.
Pull
out
that
there.
layer off once it heats up in the afternoon. Maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah, love it.
Ben knows. And then when I got home last night, it was 25. Wind was blowing, absolutely frigid. And I was like, what? I was like, why do I live here? What am I doing with my life?
Oh man, I got to be honest. The early winter vacation is a risky move because you're not really sick of it. I mean, you haven't even had.
I'm already sick of it. You're
mostly sick of it because you just went and had 75 degrees.
No, I was sick of it before, and then so this was a nice escape. What I'm trying to do is for my ADHD brain, I'm trying to space out the dopamine a little bit, right? So it's like I get this now. Christmas is coming up, and then I've got a month until I go to Laracon, India, and then I've got a month until I go to Laracon, EU. So I'm kind of trying to just like distract myself with these trips during the cold months. Because
we're gonna have to check in and see how that's going in about 2 months.
Yeah, check in with me later. I love the East Coast. I love the time zone. I love so many things, but the weather, love the time zone. Love the time zone.
So would you trade the time zone? The time zone perk is worth the weather, is what you're saying. You love the time zone more than you hate the weather.
What do you love about the time zone? That's such a weird thing to say.
Yeah,
you love the
go
time
ahead.
zone. Like,
sure.
You're not going to convince me, but maybe you can convince Zuzana.
I don't know.
Here's all about the time zone. Everything. America is very East Coast centric, right? Many things in America are timed.
Thing to say about America.
It's true. I'm sorry. Things are timed around happening during a peak time for the East Coast. Sporting events, live things, all kinds of things that happen. And even at Laravel, where we have people who are scattered all over the world, me being here means my colleagues in the West Coast, I get a half day of overlap. People who I know and my colleagues over in Europe, I get at least a couple hours, if not a half day overlap. It's just like perfectly positioned, you know? I don't know what to tell you.
Can you imagine if it was literally 1 hour different? Oh, how bad that would be for you, Dave. Imagine being 1 hour closer to your West Coast friends.
That's like saying, imagine I just almost barely lost at like playing horseshoes. Like it stinks. Like you're leaning on the pole, but you're not on, like that's no good. You're so close. You're so close.
Zuzana, have you experienced like time zone supremacy opinions in other places in the world? Like,
no, not until now. That was never even a question on my mind. Like,
wait. How did you work at Titan and not fall victim to Dan Sheets attempting to make the Central Time Zone the one true time zone, calling it? I think he might have even tried to trademark the phrase Titan time, which is absurd. I don't think he really trademarked it, but he basically acted that way. No, yeah. Do you have a strong time zone hot take, Zuzana?
No. I'm just surprised.
How did you feel about being in Australia and the time zone difference there? Did you we have to talk about your trip to Australia, Zuzana.
I didn't feel any. I mean, the jet lag was weird, but time zone was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just a number.
Did you feel to yourself, wow, this feels better or worse? Or
you mean time zone or being in Australia?
I mean, it's all at the time,
No.
So I think what I'm hearing, Dave, is normal people don't feel better because of the time zone they're associated with.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's never even been a question to me. Like, it's just what it is. One thing I did learn in Australia is that I think is it Adelaide that there's like a half an hour time difference, so they have like a
that's always trippy.
Yeah, because
I don't like
Brisbane's
that.
got Brisbane, then Adelaide, then Perth, but Adelaide has got like half an hour in there somewhere, which is very confusing.
That doesn't feel worth it to me. like living half an hour away from everyone, or from so India has a half hour different time zone, right? But that for a significant part of the country, all of the country,
absolutely. A huge part of the country, at least. Maybe I should probably look this up. I should know this, actually.
So I was going to say it like to live half an hour different from the like 95% of the world, but maybe it's more like 80% of the world, given that so many people live in India's time zone. But like the majority of time, you're just adding hours. For if you're in Adelaide or wherever that was, you're adding hours and a half forever, your whole life. And is that somehow better than like, okay, so your sun rises at a more precise time or something like that? Like what's the payoff of being half an hour different?
So also, who decides time zones? Like, who decided that, okay, in this city,
no, just kidding.
but honestly, who decided that, let's say in the US, let's go back to US because I don't know enough about Australia, like in where you live.
Local laws.
Still can't pronounce the town. Who decided that this place is going to have like a time zone? It's going to be 10 a.m., but like a different place got 11 a.m. At what point does the time zone changes?
Well, I hate to break it to you, as with many things regarding India, if you want to know why
India, I was talking about US.
Well, let me start real quick. Let me back
Let's hit India.
Real quick. Sorry, Dave went to Wikipedia. It's a sponsored segment. Please go donate.
You need a louder keyboard so we know when you're doing that.
That's true, I do. The British, of course, were just like, this is a time. This is India. This is India Standard Time. Yeah,
they just gave it to him.
Well, between that
gave is maybe not the right description there.
Here, it's a gift.
This is yours now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's the story of India.
Okay, so that was the Brits. All right. As far as I know, we cannot blame the British for our time zones in the U.S.
No.
This is our own invention.
We have to blame the trains, though, don't we?
So the trains are part of it. So I did a video for Laravel News once about time zones, and one of the interesting things that like inspired that video was if you go look at like the list of available time zones, there are some real odd things in there, like Indiana, which is one U.S. state, which is like, not to insult Indiana, but it's not like in the top 10 of like notable
Midwest
U.S.
on Midwest
states.
Crime right now. My God.
So Indiana is just like a random state in the U.S. They have like 15 different time zones listed. You would and then so they have a long, complicated story on how they got to their time zones. Random cities in like North Dakota will have their own time zone. And it's because of some local decision where they said, this is going to be our definition of time. And those just accumulate over time, and you have to account for them. So even if they decide at another time, like, hey, this is our new time, we're going to be sensible and sync up with the rest of the world, you still like have that legacy. So actually the change logs for the C libraries that handle time, which is what PHP is built on, is those C libraries. The readmes on those are honestly fascinating because they talk about the history, which could be like, I called this city hall in this far off place to ask them what time it was. And here's what they said. That's literally in the readme for that library. So it's just messy human stuff.
Like everything else, really.
The story.
There we go. There we go.
Back to it.
Yeah.
Zuzana, how's your weather been? Or maybe, how about we force this conversation back to Australia? How was the weather in Australia on and around Laracon AU, which you attended and spoke at?
She spoke at Laracon AU. You made it.
I did. I know. Wow. The weather was actually, I have to say. So I left the UK on Saturday, like 2 a.m., left the house. I got to Australia, to Brisbane, Sunday. I think I left the airport 7 p.m. And I leave the airport and it's cloudy. It's about to rain. I was like, I've traveled half the world around only to be back in England when it's cloudy and raining. And then as I was in the Uber to the airport, to the hotel, I saw signs to Ipswich and Warwick, which are cities in the UK.
Right.
I was like, what's going on? I'm back in the UK. So that was my first impression. I was there for, I think, 10 days. At least half of them rained. So again, didn't feel very unusual to me. It was much warmer, so I didn't even mind the rain. In fact, there was the second day of the conference was such a downpour. Like I've never been outside in this type of rain. And I was outside because I was walking from the venue to the hotel, and you walk through this lovely botanical gardens. And as I was leaving the venue, I saw the clouds and I heard the thunder and the lightning. I was like, it's 5-minute walk. I'll be fine. So I started walking, and then I heard like those drops started falling. I was like, it's fine. And I kept walking and the rain was getting heavier and heavier. And there was a point of no return, like literally. I was
Right.
like, there's no point trying to go back. I'm just going to go forward. And it rained so heavily. It was like buckets and buckets of water falling on you. Like I've never been outside in this type of rain before. It was warm, so at least I wasn't cold, but like I was soaking wet that just doesn't even cover it. Like there was nothing dry on me. And I was meeting somebody at the other side of the botanical gardens, and she came, and we just looked at it. We just started laughing because we were
Was she
both caught
soaked
in
as
that.
well?
Oh yes, I think did she have a?
So you met
She might
in a
have an
torrential
umbrella.
downpour.
Yeah, I couldn't even see her properly because my glasses, obviously, I just couldn't see. It was in the dark already, and the rain, and there was thunder and lightning, and I tried to record it on my phone, but because it was so wet, it wouldn't even turn on. So it was unbelievable. Like I was so wet, but that was a fun experience.
So I take it you
Um,
don't get downpours like that back home. Like you
I
get
don't.
lighter,
No,
steady rains, but
yeah,
not
I
like
don't
that.
remember rain like that here. It was so much water, so much water.
Too much.
But yeah, too much. But other than that, so there were days we went to the Gold Coast, to the Surfers Paradise Beach. That was on Monday. And again, it was cloudy and it rained. And it was actually quite cold there as well, to be honest. So I didn't feel, I mean, I didn't mind because it was warm and rainy. If it was cold and rainy, I would have minded. But overall, I did get sunburned. So I've been
That's
told that
great.
that's a thing you have to do when you're in Australia. You have to get burned because otherwise, where even in Australia.
Sure.
Okay.
When we were on a boat from the koala sanctuary, taking the boat back to the city, we were sitting on the outside. It was me, Marcel, James Brooks and his father-in-law, and we're just chatting happily. No care in the world. I mean, there was sun cream. Some people applied, and I did. Actually, I did put sun cream on my face. And then we got to the hotel, and people were like, "Oh, you look a little bit red, do you?" I said, "Nah, I'm fine. I never get burned. Like, what are you talking about?" And I got to the hotel, and I took the scarf off, and then I said, "It's like a really lovely
Oh, you
area."
must, yeah, just a perfect line.
And I said, "Oh, I am burned." And I called my husband because he's a redhead and he always gets burned. I was like, "What do I do?" Because he gets burned every year. And I was like, "There's nothing you can do.
Yep.
It's gonna be
What's
fine."
done
I
is
was like,
done.
"But I'm red." He said, "It's fine." And because it was evening, we went out. Like I didn't care so much. And by the next day, it like I was less red. Yes, I did get
Okay.
burned.
So not too bad. Could have been worse.
No, but it's bad enough for me because I never get burned. I just never do. And well, I never did until now. Now I do apparently. But that was so I got soaking wet, I got sunburned, I saw it all. There was so many thunderstorms and lightnings. It was incredible. And they have these massive birds, not only the bin chickens, but also their
Bin
bats. Even
chickens?
their
What is a bin chicken?
it's an Australian ibis something, is it?
Yeah, I think it's ibis. Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite a big bird with a massive beak. And they're like always around you, but they also fly. And my opinion is that these birds have no business flying. They're just too big to fly. When you see them fly, like with their beak, you feel like in Jurassic Park. Honestly, like they sit on those trees, and the branches go down under the weight of those birds.
Mhm.
So, and
Poor
they
trees.
have bats, massive bats outside. At first, I thought these are like the big like ravens or these types of black birds. No, these are bats. So when I actually looked, and they're just so big. And I thought bats don't like sun and sunshine. The Australians do
These are like
because they were just
daytime
hanging in the
bats.
trees. Yeah, they're hanging
Huh.
in the trees, just flying around, massive black bats. So yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen a bat in the daytime now that you mention it.
no, never have I until then. I'm telling you, half of my time was like, I feel like I'm in a Jurassic Park. It was either the bin chickens or the lizards everywhere, just crisscrossing in front of you. Crazy. It's amazing. Amazing crazy.
This is a beautifully British assessment of a Australian vacation.
Right.
I love it.
We haven't heard about the
Jurassic
conference yet.
No.
Oh,
She didn't even tell.
so the conference. No, that was. I mean, Michael is
Sunburn.
I was sunburned. I got wet. Yeah, bin chickens. No, the conference was amazing. Michael, I don't know how he does it, but everything was perfect. Like he just takes such a good care of speakers and the attendees as well. He organized everything so well. I don't know how he does it. He's just a one-man band, as far as I understand. Like he does everything or most of the things himself, and it was unbelievable. So I got nothing but praise to say about the conference, the organizers, the staff, like everyone who's made things happen. It was amazing. I loved it. I'll go
Zuzana,
back.
the most important question of all, did the confidence monitor on stage work exactly as you always hoped and dreamed a confidence monitor would work?
Does it ever?
It did, but the clicker didn't work. The clicker, failed me because we didn't even test it. So I walked on the stage with my little clicker, and I don't know what's his name, the guy who does all the audio setup.
The AV, from the venue.
Yeah, so he just gave me the clicker. It's fine. Like I said, oh, you just click this if you want to go back. I said, okay, I get it. I walked on stage and I click and nothing happens. So I click again and nothing happens. I said, click, 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 nothing happens. So I walked over to the computer and even the keyboard didn't work. I was like, well, I don't know what to do now because nothing is happening.
I guess they don't have slides.
Yeah, no. So I just started talking and he came, he took my computer, he did something and then he made it work. He said that the clicker didn't work and it somehow disabled the whole keyboard. So at least it wasn't me not knowing how to go through my slides. Yeah. But other than that, it's fine. It was fine. I think everyone should go, not only for the experience. It was just yeah, I loved it. I'm going back. Whether they want me to or not, I'm back. Like every year from now on. Wow. This is going to be my vacation because it felt, the people are so nice. I've said it so many times now. When people ask me, what did I like about Australia? I said, just the people. And I don't need much. I just need people not to be assholes. And I have to say the Australians people, those that I met, they were nice. And I'm not talking just the conference people, but general public. People really kind. Nobody gave me weird looks. Nobody made me feel strange, as people sometimes do. It was just so nice. I felt, when people say when they go to Australia, oh, I could move here. I was like, yeah, what are you talking about? You can't say if you only just came.
Then that was you.
And then I come, I was like, I could move here. I could just move here. I don't know. It's something about a place. I think it's particularly Brisbane. I'm not saying it's the whole of Australia, but Brisbane specifically, because that's the only thing I've experienced. And also that's what people said, that Brisbane's got a specific vibe to it. It just makes you relax, or made me relax. I didn't realize how tense I was until I got there and suddenly it kind of came off me. It could be the travel as well, I have to say, because spending, 2 days on road, in the air, not on road, makes you stressed without even realizing. But yeah, I got there and it just feels like it's all good now. So
speaking of travel,
yeah, on
your return flight,
yes,
you shared with us in our group chat that you've developed a taste for the finer things, Zuzana.
Yeah. I've ruined my life, basically. That's what happened.
How good were your seats? First of all, before you tell us about your seats, how long was the flight that you were on?
So
how many hours?
It was 14 and a half, so 6.5 hours between London and Doha. And from Doha to Brisbane, 14 and a half, 15, something like that.
That's incredible.
That's incredible amount of time to spend in an
So on the way there, I had just a simple economy seats, not even the fancy economy, just the cheapest economy, because I am cheap like that. I'm not going to pay. That's what I thought about myself. Okay, I have changed my mind.
You thought you were a person who would not pay for luxury.
That was the pre-Laracon Australia, Zuzana.
Exactly. That was back then when I didn't know any better. And I just sat there. Did I send you the picture? The seats were so small, narrow, and there was
I didn't
no
see the basic economy seat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you. I couldn't. I sat and I was sitting upright, and my knees were hitting the seat in front of me. There was zero
I have
wiggle room,
experienced that.
nothing.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Yep.
And so I'm the shortest one on this call. Yeah, but still.
That's true. You're the shorty. But that was difficult. I have to say that was not, but I managed. I was like, it's fine. Sure. I was watching I was watching movies and stuff. It was fine. I managed. And then on the way back, as I was checking in from the hotel, 2 days before, it kept the app, Qatar Airways. Yeah. They kept telling me do you want to upgrade? Do you want to upgrade? I was like, no, I'm not posh. I'm not fancy. I'm not going to upgrade. And it kept just telling me, and the price kept going down every time I tried to went in the app. It kept reducing. And when I was actually checking in, and suddenly it said, as for the long leg, so from Brisbane to Doha, it said 1,200 for upgrade. And I was like, that's not 2,000 anymore. That's much closer to 1,000. And if you round it down,
that's basically 900.
They're almost paying you.
That's basically free.
Sure.
And I have to blame my husband for it because I was on the phone with him at that time, and he was like, "Do it." I was like, "I
Oh.
can't do.
Well-
I can't
Oh.
do it."
when-
He said,
when-
"Just
when
do
the-
it."
When you
the-
get
when the partner,
budget
spouse,
permission from
yeah.
your spouse, spend
I
that
didn't
money.
even ask him. It was just us talking as I was checking it. And I said, "Oh, look, now they say it's only 1,200." And he was like, "Well, do it." I was like, "I can't do it. I can't." He said, "Why not? You've got work. Like you're earning money. Just do it." So I did. And, it was like when I didn't normally, I never do things this spontaneously. Like usually I say, okay, I'll think about it. I'll come back. But I just booked it while on the call with him. And it was the best and worst thing I could have done. Best thing because it was amazing. And worst thing is because now I'm ruined forever. Like I can never go back. And I did go back because then the flight from Doha to London was economy again.
Oh, that must have been
And that
so
was
bad.
very painful. But I'm like, what can I do in my life so that I can never have to travel economy again? I don't know. Forget this kid's university education. Forget
Right. It turns out
anything
this whole time
like-
you've been saving up not for your kid's education, for your
It's
child's
for me
future. You've been
traveling
saving up
first
for
class.
your air travel for the
Yes,
rest of your
yes.
life.
Yeah, basically. But I have to say, I think what the airlines should do is I know sometimes they do, sometimes they upgrade you for free, right? Because that's what happened to my husband. He was traveling and they upgraded him. So that's how he got his first class experience or business class experience. And it never happened to me. I was really thinking, maybe because I'm alone traveling, if I come last, in the line, maybe they will give me that. No, they never did. So I had to pay for it. But I think the airlines, it's in their own benefit to give everyone one free upgrade because you will then you will know what you're missing out
first
on. And
one's
you're more
free.
likely.
The first taste is
Well,
free.
yeah. Because then you're more likely to buy it. Because if you
Sure.
never experience it, then you would be like the old Zuzana saying, well, I'm cheap, I'm never going to do it. But look
Right.
at me now. Like my mind has been blown and my eyes opened.
Right.
And now
Gee.
I only ever want to travel
My
business
eyes are
class.
open.
It was amazing. Honestly,
So
I have to tell you.
forever.
So I had this little lovely pod. I had door. They even gave me mattress and bedding when it was time to sleep. Okay. And my table had the white cloth and a fake candle on it. And I had even the breakfast had 3 courses, like breakfast. Come on.
Yeah.
So even if
It
you
was
can't
amazing.
justify the expense on your next flight, surely you can travel with a small white tablecloth and a fake candle to
Just for myself.
just pull your seat back table
You
down
pull-
and be like,
You pull the seat
"I'm-
back table down.
This is
I
how I
probably
travel now,
should.
even if I need
Maybe
to
I
do it
should do that.
myself."
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I was
Maybe a
I have
fake
to say-
floral arrangement to sit in the middle.
Yeah, I bet people will look at me
Airlines-
funny, but I would do it. Do you know? I was
The
so
first thing is
excited when
free
I.
is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they should do it. And I was so excited when I sat on that plane and the what do you call the people?
Flight
As-
attendant.
Flight attendant. Yeah, she came to me and I said, "Oh, it's my first time and I'm excited." And she said, "Oh, I've not had a first time for a long time." I said, "I'm so excited." She said, "I'm excited for you." It's like, let's be excited together. So we were excited for a while. And then when I kept asking her because I wanted to try everything on the menu, as you do, because when am I ever going to travel business class again? And then after I ordered the 3rd mocktail, I think she was less excited because I was like, "Oh, I want to try this now. I want to try that." And I really, really didn't want to sleep because I didn't want to waste the time in that special little pod sleeping.
Right. I wondered
Why
if
would
you
I?
slept when you mentioned bedding. Did you?
I,
Or were you
I
too
did.
excited to have a place where
No,
you could
I was
sleep
just-
theoretically?
I could have, but I was so tired. I was pushing myself not to sleep. I tried really hard, but I did fall asleep for about 6 hours. And then I woke up. I was so upset with myself that I wasted 6 hours where I could have been enjoying
Feeling
all
posh.
the mocktails and food and snacks. And instead I was sleeping. Anyway.
Well, that's what you paid for, right? 6 hours
No.
of sleep? No.
No, I
You
paid
paid
for
for
the
the
special
mocktails.
menu.
And the
They even gave me
treatment and the
pajamas. They
feeling.
gave me pajamas. Come on.
Yeah.
It's
Wait a second.
amazing.
Did you
The
go
PJs
put
are
on your
nice.
pajamas?
I
Or
didn't
did
put
you
them
just
on,
keep
but
them?
I keep them. I could have put them
Okay.
on, but I gave them to my husband as a present.
Oh,
from
when they give
my
you the
travels.
PJs, put the PJs on. Changing into PJs on a business class flight is so great. Oh my God, you got to
I'll
put
do that next time. Yeah.
Zuzana, I see you. The worst part is not only did you fly business class and you got your first taste, you flew a really good business
Yeah.
class, right? Like there
Oh,
are
did
other
I?
business classes where they don't give you PJs.
No. So I am
I
ruined.
know.
Are you saying I am? I
Yeah.
have ruined the whole experience for him because nothing's ever going to trump this. So now that's it for me. Like, I'm never going to be
There
happy
are-
with my
I think
Oh,
so.
there are other. I mean, yeah, we can really upgrade, but no, I
She's
mean,
near
we
the
flew a
top,
good one.
right? Like that experience was about as good as you can have on an
That's
airplane.
pretty good. That's really good for business class. Yeah,
Is
absolutely.
it? Okay. The seat had a massage function. Like, honestly, I took a picture. Like, the seat had so many different settings that I took a picture, sent it to a friend because he wanted to see like what the seat was like. So I sent him all the controls, and he was like, "It has a massage." So it was incredible. What can I say? Like I said, I mean, it took me until this old age to experience what traveling's really about, and that is luxury.
And sleep. You can't.
No,
I don't
like,
want
to sleep
is so
again.
important.
You
It's
can't
like, how
sleep
much would
through
you
the
pay for a
luxury.
good? How much would you pay
apparently.
for a really great night's sleep?
I think I sleep quite well anyway, so I think every
wow.
sleep is a great sleep for me. See,
I think you have
that's
the
why
worst
Oh,
sleep
right.
in this group, Dave. Your sleep kind
Yeah.
of sucks, right? Like it's
It
kind of a
does.
struggle to
It
like
does.
get
I'm
a
going
good...
I'm going to get surgery at the end of this month, actually.
Oh,
my-
is
to
that
help
gonna
you
make
with
it
your
better or
sleep.
worse?
Yeah. I have a severely deviated septum, so I'm
Oh,
getting.
so you don't breathe that great?
Oh
Basically?
yeah, no, it's a breathing problem. Yeah. I don't get nearly enough oxygen in my brain. 100%. Yeah.
Oh man, you're gonna be like a superhuman when you're done with this. You're
Well,
gonna
I've
have
already
all this
destroyed
oxygen to deal with.
No, I've already destroyed so much of the brain. It's really just we're mitigating losses is what we're
Right.
doing here. Yeah. So I'm having surgery done on the 30th.
Okay, good luck.
Perfect
with that.
timing.
Yeah,
Perfect timing.
just
Because
that
then I
nice
don't have to take
quiet
that much time off.
30th
I don't
of
have to.
December. Like,
Yeah, I don't have to take that much time. Yeah, they called me when I was at Disneyland, and I had to. I was like scheduling the thing while I'm like at Disneyland, which is like, sure, let's go.
Most
They're like,
magical place on
does
earth.
this day work? I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really looking at my calendar, but I'm sure I can make that work. It's fine.
so is that
but yeah,
that
I
why
can
you don't
only
sleep
imagine the
well?
stress that caused you of scheduling a surgery without seeing your calendar.
I mean, I was like pulling. I was like, I'm not in front of my laptop. I needed
Right.
extra.
I don't have my big calendar. I don't have all
Oh
the
my
tabs.
God. I made it work. It's fine. I mean, I knew in my head I could make that work. Yeah, no, Zuzana, I this year has been this whole like crazy journey of figuring out I have sleep apnea, and then actually I'm trying to remember
That's
the
when
last
you
time
don't breathe at all.
or you have trouble breathing.
Did you do a
How
sleep
are you
study
still
and everything?
alive?
Oh, I did a sleep study.
Welcome to the
they tried
Middle Age Podcast, by the way.
They tried a CPAP. CPAP didn't work. Because I'm just not getting, there's not enough ways for air to get in my body, basically. I went to go see a specialty dentist who did a 360-degree special x-ray of my head. She looks at my head. She looks at this x-ray for like
There's the
30,
problem
not even
right
30
there.
seconds. She looks at this x-ray for like 5 seconds and she's like, oh, I know why you have sleep apnea. I was like, oh, good, because nobody has given me answers up to this point. She's like, yeah, no, you get about as much air into your body as a 6-year-old.
Wow, fun.
Wow.
I get not enough. I get hardly anything through my nose, and due to the shape of my mouth and all sorts of other things, I get hardly any air back there either. So that's
how
why
are you still alive?
These are the
How'd you
questions I
survive
ask
to your
myself.
late 30s? This is amazing.
Ben, I'm 42.
I know it. That was a compliment,
Okay.
Dave. Just take it and roll with it.
Can you imagine how much
We
younger
made
I
it
would look if I
25
slept?
episodes before we're like, oh man, my CPAP machine. Good job, everybody. 25
Shall we
This
talk
is a
about
good
all the like middle-aged diseases now? Yeah, that would be fun.
I know. This will be I've never had surgery before. This is the first time I'm having surgery of any
Oh,
kind.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
you've managed well then. If you've never had a surgery until now,
or I've just been
you've done
They give
well.
you
hiding
pajamas.
things,
Make sure you put on the pajamas.
The pajamas
But
are
I don't know if you
important,
can keep them. Can you keep them? Can you keep the hospital pajamas?
Do I
Would
want to
you?
keep them? I don't think
No.
they're going to be
Yeah,
as
would you
nice
want to?
as the business class pajamas, though. I'm guessing.
Yeah, they have a really good present, I have to say.
But-
Anyway, I'm not
But
going to
I
stop.
will be able to.
Okay.
I think I will be able to lay down though, just like in business. It's kind of
yeah.
like business class if
And
you
you
think
get to
about it.
sleep.
Right?
Good sleep.
You get to sleep. Although I have to like not eat or drink the morning of, which
I was going to
I
ask,
think if they
are
tried that
people
on an
serving
airplane-
you?
You schedule the
so-
morning, like early morning surgery, right?
Oh, I wish I could schedule that. They tell you the day. And you're
Okay.
basically lucky to get that. And
Right.
then they're going to call me and they will tell me.
Probably the
Dave,
night before
time?
or the day before. I think.
Yeah,
is
they're
when
gonna-
Because you
they'll
have to
get
stop
that scheduled.
eating. You've got to stop eating, don't you?
Yeah. I can't eat anything that the morning of, which is that's a real
Can't
trial
drink
right there.
coffee. Well,
Can't drink
or tea. You
tea.
can you
Yeah.
drink tea? Probably because you
No,
don't put
can't.
anything in it.
No food.
Just
No
water.
liquid of any kind.
Oh,
Not
I thought it was
no
just
liquid
like.
of any kind.
No, I don't think I
grape.
can have anything. So, and they were like, yeah, you can't take like ibuprofen or aspirin or anything 10 days before. So I was like, all right, if I don't get a headache or anything like that, I'm sure that'll be fine. But yeah, so getting that done. And
I wonder
that's
how
the
much
perfect
better you're
timing.
going to sleep. Like once you're
gonna
all
be-
healed up from that, like
Can you imagine how mad
theoretically,
I'm
you
going to
could
be when it doesn't help me at all? Can you imagine how angry I will be on this podcast if I'm like, guys, guess what? It didn't work. Can you believe this? It didn't work. I'm
my
just gonna
septum is straight as an arrow, and I wake up mad every day.
so bad. No. Yeah, I don't know. They said I'll immediately, it's funny, like immediately after the surgery, you feel great. Like the
Okay.
minute you wake, like basically you can immediately breathe, everything's good. Then the real
Then the
fun
inflammation sets in.
is keeping the inflammation down.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad, like the day they scheduled is the day I wanted. They told me like what day of the week that they do surgery. And I was like, in my head, I was like, this is the day I want. It's the perfect day. It's after Christmas.
Perfect.
And it gives me
October
enough time to
15th.
heal. So I will be okay before I get on the plane to go to India. This was like the one like week that worked perfectly. If they tried to get me another week, I might've had to been like, how's March look for you? March look
Yeah.
okay? So yeah, that's it. So next time we are presumably, unless we do some sort of holiday extravaganza, which I doubt. Then the
From
next
your
time you see
hospital
me-
bed. We could record from your hospital
Oh,
bed.
we could do it from
Imagine.
the hospital. Okay, I'm in the hospital bed. Ben's out on
Still.
Bean Island.
Yes. Where am
Yeah.
I?
Well,
What
you're
you gonna do
already
with
in the
me?
shed quarters.
Okay, it's true. I can, well, depending what time it would be, but I could just, connect from the horseback, just go out
Oh,
for a
that'd be
ride.
perfect.
Then you'll
Oh,
have the lovely sound of, hoofs
The
on
clip
the
claps.
concrete. Yeah, clip claps.
it can't be any better than Ben's keyboard.
That probably
The
is.
clip
Nothing can
claps
be
of my
better.
keyboard. Okay, so Instagram has been serving me German content from German influencers, specifically like American expats living in Germany,
Okay,
like explaining German culture to
this
Americans.
is
Hold
a
on,
hell of a segue.
why?
Where are we going, Ben?
I don't know how I got in
Okay.
there.
So
But I've-
random.
I've been periodically checking in with Seb from Beyond Code. Like, is this real? Like, is this a real thing? So for
Yeah.
example, how many German expressions include a reference to sausage for some reason,
A lot
inexplicably?
of them.
But one
Well,
video I saw was about the different sounds that animals make in German, if that makes sense, which is something that I've never considered before. Like a dog doesn't
Have you
say
not?
woof woof in Germany, it's
Yeah.
woof woof or something like that, or like chickens or bees or
Are
all
you
these
implying
different
that
things.
woof is an English word?
Exactly.
sound.
Like different cultures say animals, like a pig says oink. No, they don't say oink everywhere. That's just what
No, not in
Americans
Czech.
and
So
like some
this,
other.
what
So
you're going
Zuzana,
through
my
now.
question for you is
yeah.
what kind of weird animals, like you mentioned, like the sound of a horse, we say like
Yeah.
clip clop or whatever. Like I'm sure some other cultures have a
See,
totally
I think
different sound.
English will be similar to yours, but this is what you are going through now. This is what I went through when I came as an au pair to England, and then all
Yeah.
the animals that I knew from Czech suddenly they didn't speak the same language anymore. So that was confusing to me. So
And you're
if you
supposed
ask
to
me
make
about
animal noises to these little English children, and they're like, "What?
yeah, because
That's
I was
not the
looking
sound of
after
a
kids
dog."
exactly. Yeah, it did
Yeah.
not work. So like in Czech, a dog does not do woof. It says huff huff.
Huff huff.
Huff, huff.
That's delightful. I love it. What about a chicken? What does a chicken say? Or a rooster?
Kikeriki.
Kikiri? Okay. Yep. These are much more German
okay.
than English.
What
Okay.
about you?
What about a
does
bee?
your
A
do?
chicken,
No,
a
what does
rooster
your-
says cock-a-doodle-doo.
That's
Way.
actually pretty absurd when you say it.
It
like
is
that. When you
crazy.
think about
I don't know
it,
who
it's
came up with that
ridiculous.
and why we all think it.
What about
Okay,
your
what
chickens?
about a bee?
A bee? A bee?
Yeah, what does the sound does a bee make?
Bzzz. Bzzz.
Okay. Is there like a typical, like we'd say a bee says buzz buzz.
Oh, no, we don't say buzz buzz. But I'm
These
just trying
animal
to think
noises are all
what-
absurd. Like they
What does your
kinda sound
frog
like
say? Frogs.
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
No.
Yeah.
Quack, quack,
No.
quack.
quack quack.
It's like a duck almost.
Is there, yeah. What does your
Oh,
duck
what does
say?
the
We'd
duck-
say quack
hold on.
quack. A
Quack,
duck says
quack, yeah.
quack.
Hold on, maybe it's... No, hold on. Now I'm confused. Because, see, I need to translate it into Czech first. So I'm hoping that the Czech part of the brain will kick in.
Yeah, we're reaching deep back into the childhood brain here.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
I need to Google it. How does... What noise does
Wh-
Czech duck do? Czech duck and Czech... what was the other thing?
Frog.
Frog,
Frog.
yeah.
Ben, what
So-
language? What language are the animals speaking on Bean Island? Is that an English speaking
I
territory?
haven't heard
or
any.
What's the?
There was one really
yeah.
angry beaver last time I was out there. Follow me around the whole island, slapping his tail in the water, which I didn't think that was the thing that beavers did. I thought they did it once. This guy followed me all around.
Ben, I think he was trying to protect his territory.
I think he
If I
was.
had to
I think
guess.
he has his own name for Bean Island. I'm gonna guess.
I think that's right.
So I've got to say there is a website that actually has a table of all the...
A table.
And it says
Okay.
animal name, Czech name, English animal noise, and Czech equivalent.
Oh, I
Oh,
love it.
that's so what did we say? So
A
B,
frog.
as I said, okay, B will do bzz, as I said.
Okay.
Frog will do, quack, quack, as I said.
Quack, quack.
What was the?
Sounds like a duck.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to look for, do they have a duck? Duck says catch, catch.
Catch, catch. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
It's close.
Catch, catch, yeah.
What about a cat?
What?
We say meow. Czech says.
Similar, meow, meow.
Okay. We're finding some common ground here.
What does your snake do?
Like a hiss.
So English says, it says English animal noise is hiss, but Czech equivalent is just s.
Yeah, that's close.
So weird
It's-
to say.
Yeah.
About the same.
Oh, you said your pig says oink oink. The Czech
Yeah.
pigs, they say chroch chroch. Just
Amazing.
So weird. Oh.
So, dear listener, if you live in a culture that has a totally different animal sound than the English ones that Dave and I have taken for granted for so long, please let us know.
What does your tiger or lion do? I'm sorry, I can't.
They roar.
They roar.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's yeah.
Yeah, in Czech they do ooah.
That almost sounds like a Norwegian phrase I would hear in Wisconsin.
This is so funny. I'm going to send you the link. Oh, this is so funny. Sorry.
All right, I gotta get out of here.
We gotta go. It's
Yeah.
time for the most important phrase in niche Laravel podcasting or Laravel adjacent podcasting. Where are we? Are we at Keep It Fluffy? Where are we at right
No,
now?
we
No,
moved
that was
past
the
that.
last
What it was,
season,
I don't
yeah.
recall.
We have seasons.
We've got seasons, don't we?
No, we
I
No, I think
I'd
now
like
we
to
should
move
adopt
on
something
to
from the animal
Czech animal
sounds.
sounds. Honestly, what was
Let's
the pig?
keep it.
Keep it.
Chroch, chroch. No, I can't keep saying it.
No.
Dave's not having it.
No,
Keep
a
Keep
UN
it cock-a-doodle-doo, Dave. Is that
a
better?
UN
Is that more
peacekeeper
your-
is going to come crashing through my door if I try to say it.
What does your owl do?
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's similar. That's just who in Czech.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know. Keep it authentic, because that's authentic
Are we
sounds.
like-
The animals.
What is this? A business podcast? All of a sudden?
No, that
Are
sounded
we
too
personal
serious.
branding
That's true.
ourselves?
Well, I think
Ben,
we are.
Has the shed
let's
quarters
double-
ruined you?
Let's double click
No,
on
it's
that.
not the
Ben,
shed
talk about your
quarters. It's the
personal brand.
flight. Shed quarters
Dave.
are just
My next meeting surely is going to be deep in corporate land.
You're gonna be
so
double-clicking
I'm
on
just going to
something
go
then?
double click on some stuff.
All right. Keep it corporate, everybody.
Keep it aligned.
Keep it corporate.
Keep it aligned.
Keep it aligned.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.